I think starting, I think I would have had to have taken on some stuff I didn't want and some thinner margins I didn't want, but I think I would do less of that. I would try to start with a healthier margin out of the gate.
You had mentioned that like you were just kind of building the company. I mean, at some point you realized you're going to sell the company, but maybe not, from day one. How would you have built the company differently if you were starting it and you knew you were going to sell it 10, 20 years later?
Great question. And I think it's pretty clear now. It wasn't always clear in the heat of the moment. I think I would have done just single family, what we called tweener, small multifamily, and HOA.
Got it.
And I would not have done large multifamily and commercial. We always prided ourselves on taking on difficult properties, even difficult owners, because we felt like for years these like tenants in certain neighborhoods weren't getting good, just decent like human services like from property management companies and landlords, and we felt like we could play a positive. So I'm not sure I would say financially, yeah, you probably shouldn't back then have managed the houses that rented for $750. You should have done $1,250 and up or something like that. I think I still would take the $750 if it's a good client, but what I would do is fire the bad clients faster.
Yeah.
When we started, like, us as like when we ended and what we were, but when we started, we were the new kid on the block, no experience, no track record, no real contact. Clients and the properties we got were kind of the bottom of the barrel. And so like we had really thin margins, if sometimes no margins at all. Like we would take on almost anything in order to grow, get the experience, get the unit count up so we could, eventually get the better properties and the better margins. So I'm not sure to start over again if I would say I'd only do $1,250 and up, or for example, or if I wouldn't do it unless my fee structure was X. I think starting, I think I would have had to have taken on some stuff I didn't want and some thinner margins I didn't want, but I think I would do less of that. I would try to start with a healthier margin out of the gate. I felt like I was always like chasing profitability, maybe in the first 10 years, because we took on a lot of stuff at thinner margins and higher workloads. The difficult owners, difficult properties just require more time per property. So
a lot of good points there. When we started, we actually learned lessons from guys like you and others in the industry who had been doing it for a while about how costly like a bad owner is, or about a property that can't get fixed up. And so I used to think bad property, bad owner, but really it really comes down to the owner. The owner can fix the property if they allow you to, right? So we just frame it up as like how bad relationships are just bad fit, clients or whatever.